welcome back. This is episode 196 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where we are doing a call-in episode for the noobs, because I am right now off in Amsterdam.
Yeah, you're enjoying all of the awesome Japanese food that's in Amsterdam, apparently.
Yeah, the Japanese food in the red light district, where they have red food.
And other things.
So I'm Tobin Kozire.
I'm Yuzo Watanabe. This week we are we're going to talk about a bunch of call-ins. We got a bunch of interesting questions, so let's get started.
That's right. So we had a whole bunch of backlog questions from the NooBTooB army, and we figured we would play them now.
Uh-huh.
So,
should we go through the thing real quick? Each week.
Oh, yeah,
we like to feature the NooBTooB army on the show. Send in videos with questions, funny stories, or whatever if you want to be featured.
Yep, and you can contact us toll-free at 888-233-8480 or send your video files to feedback@noobtoob.com. Also, please post them as video responses to our videos here on YouTube.
Yes, keep all videos under a minute if you want to be featured on the show.
And don't forget the so who we got first? So we have Unknown first, because you didn't say his name.
Huh?
Hey, NooBTooB, yo, I've been watching your shit, and let me tell you, I love you guys. You're fucking hilarious. Tobin, you're awesome. Yuzo, I love your FPS love. Gotta give some of that shit to you. Well, I got a question for you guys. You guys have mentioned APB in your video where you talked about how all those games that are coming out this year. And you haven't mentioned it since. It was an E3, and it was a really big thing. And Tobin, you said that you were going to play, and it was one of those FPSs that you might like for a long time. So I was wondering if you guys could review it, because I want a bunch of NooBToobers to get together and get a clan. I've been playing for a little bit, and the game is fucking amazing. And you need a lot of players. And I've been playing by myself, and it sucks shit. So, alright, peace out. Yeah.
APB. So what happened?
We've been slacking on this one. Like I think that's because it's an MMO.
I know why I haven't played this game.
That?
So
did you have a kid?
I got the... Well, there's that. Yeah, kids in MMO definitely don't mix. That's
but why
really
else?
bad shit. No, so I actually got into the beta, and I got a key. Like a couple of NooBToobers sent out some keys. It was really awesome. I went to try to download the beta. I downloaded it. I tried to install it. It says, "Oh, you need 4 gigs of RAM."
Ooh.
My machine's like 3 years old at this point, so I haven't never upgraded.
Wow,
so
you just got outclassed by a game.
I know. Seriously, 2 gigs is not enough.
That's fucked up.
So that kind of bothered me. I'm like, okay, I'll get a RAM eventually. I just never have gotten to fries. So that's my reason.
My excuse is much weaker. Locke actually gave me his login, and I've got it set up ready on my machine, but stuff just keeps coming up. I've been, we've got all these games that have come out. Last week we played Death Spank. I beat through Singularity. For some reason, it just kind of keeps getting popped down on my list. I don't know if it's because I'm intimidated by the fact that it's an MMO, and I don't want to dive in and spend a whole bunch of time on it.
Yep.
And also, to be totally honest with you, most of the reviews have been really lukewarm.
Yep.
So I haven't been getting that amped about it. I'll read about it, and nothing has made me want to jump in, but I still do want to try it.
I think what it will take for me now at this point is, number 1, an upgrade. Number 2, I kind of hope they just have a free trial or something like that where we can just organize an MMO invasion again. Mm-hmm. Because that's the thing. I don't want to go into an MMO by myself to check it out, to go to level 10 and be like, well, that kind of sucked.
You're right.
Because MMO is all about playing with other people, but at this point now, my schedules are so fucked up. I can't even play with you at random times.
I think you're right. I think that if they they will, they'll eventually have to do the kind of the whole MMO model of 7-day free trial. We'll get all the NooBToobers. We'll all hop in. We'll all play APB, and then the thing is that'll actually work out really well for APB because all the people that like it will stay and keep paying.
Exactly.
But what we want to do is this guy made this exact same point, which is that this game is made for posses of friends.
Yeah.
By ourselves is not going to be fun. 20 people running around as cops and robbers, fucking wrecking stuff. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, and we just need that key because my understanding right now is you'll have to buy the game. Yep. You'll have to pay a monthly fee. Right?
Yep.
It's just too much.
The barrier to
friction.
entry is a little bit high.
So for us now, it's just dude, I got a stack of 10 games I got to play. I can rent a bunch of games. It's slow on the list.
So we can wait. We can wait till they get desperate, and we know they will, because every MMO does.
That's not WoW.
If you're not WoW, what happens is you come out and you've got really high hopes, and then you come out and you're like, hey, 7-day free trial. Hey, 14-day free trial.
Hey, just play the game for free.
Hey, the game is free. We've got micropayments. Hey, we've shut down a couple servers.
Hey, come down to our closing of the server.
That's every MMO in the world.
Pretty much.
If you're not WoW, you're fucked.
Pretty much. I kind of hope Star Wars does well.
Yeah, me too.
Because I really, I want
some competition for WoW.
Man. Yeah.
But I mean, there's a couple. To be fair, there's
Do
a
you
couple.
think this will be the one?
I don't know. We'll see.
No.
I mean, it doesn't have the depth. I mean, like WoW, people stick around in WoW because they've got story and progression, and they've got all this stuff where it's like they keep opening up new worlds and they do this and that. It's like this
there and all that.
Yeah, I mean, this game is 5 or 6 missions repeated ad nauseum. Like it's an action game. Like you're there to run around and shoot people.
There isn't the depth. There isn't the longevity of that.
Right.
I think that's style. Because I played, PlanetSide for a solid month, which was a first-person shooter MMO. I don't know if you ever played any of those, but it's all about you gotta, you have a constantly moving battlefield and you have hotspots and you go, but it's like there's no winning. Right? It's just like you pop in the game like, oh, Red's losing.
Yeah.
Let me go over here.
Right.
So and like seriously, like for a month it was fun.
Yeah.
And then I never played it again.
You can win rounds though, right? Like you can win a round, or is
you can round and you can build your character up by unlocking stuff, but that's progression. There's no progression to
because I mean you like first-person shooters where it's like you just play over and over and over and over and over again, and all you're doing is leveling up your guy. I mean, like you go for your prestige and
actually you have a really good point. I think it's just like why didn't I play?
But you can win every round, right? I mean, like there's these things where it's like you're getting rewarded pretty regularly. It's not just an endless slog through Deathville.
And like it's one of those things where they made this thing where it's like, well, guess what? After the first 10 levels or whatever, it takes 3 weeks to get the next unlockable. That's what kind of fucked it up for me. It's just like, okay, screw it, I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Yeah.
So
that is APB. We will let you know when we get there.
Free trial.
Yes, give us a free trial. So next up is Half-Life 3.
Okay, what? The game?
Sadly, this is just the dude's name.
Hey, NooBTooB, this is Half-Life 3, please. I'm from Texas, and I have a deal for y'all. I will shave off my emo hair. Yes, I have emo hair. And if y'all lose y'all desired weight that y'all wanted to lose when y'all did the weight loss contest, I will do it. And as an added bonus, I will get a Zelda tattoo. I might not be a hot Australian girl, but hey, it's still Zelda. So, we got a deal or what? Yeah.
We need a picture of that emo hair first.
Yeah, so the pile of stuff is building. So this kind of feels like the BioShock challenge. Like most of you guys didn't watch the show way back in the day when we had the
like
BioShock.
2 years ago.
It was a long time ago.
Because you would not play BioShock, and I told you how awesome it was.
I know.
And finally, like
in retrospect, I don't know why I didn't play because it was awesome. But the point is like it ended up being like 10 people offering us all these things they would do if I beat BioShock, and I finally beat it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But so this is a big deal. I mean, weight loss is like this would require us to show some real self-control.
And honestly, I mean, I've actually been losing weight with a kid because actually, kid and I've gotten braces now. So I'm actually not able to eat as much as I want. Yeah. And you're actually doing really well.
I am doing pretty well.
Are you close to your goal or halfway to your goal?
I'm still sitting around 180, 181. I've plateaued. So I mean, but I do like the idea of these guys goading us on and trying to kind of like talk us into it.
I thought the 2 girls in Australia would do it for me, but it's just like that's a lot of work, right? At this point, it's just like fuck, just like tattoos, like any tattoo I want.
Yeah. Maybe once we get, I mean, like, so we're gonna put these in our pocket, right? Like, we're gonna start building up.
Build up.
So there's gonna be a scale, and on the scale is like, the pain in the ass of losing the weight and actually showing any self-control in our lives, and then they'll be like, oh, this guy is gonna like shoot his something with a shotgun and blow this other thing up and light this thing on fire and get a tattoo and cut his emo hair and hot Australian girls doing something or another. I got kind of distracted.
I don't even know what we're talking about at this point. But no, so seriously, like, I kind of want to do it at some point, but it's just like, man, I think it's going to take, I don't know. I think it's going to take a lot of stuff.
We'll see, but thank you for the offer. We will keep it in mind, and anything that reduces the emo hair quotient of the world, I'm a big fan of.
Yes, bad to the emo hair, even though it's coming
out. You may want to shave it off out of self-respect.
Yeah. I wonder if at some point, like, because I remember back in the day, people like barbershops would be like, I will shave off your mullet for free.
Really?
Have you seen that?
No.
So, like, in LA, there was actual signs in barbershops saying, I will shave your mullet off for free.
That's a good idea. It's like, I will shave your goddamn weepy emo hair for free if you'll just make the world stop having to look at it.
I know. I don't get it. Well, it's because they get chicks at that age. That's what sucks.
That's true.
Right?
It does work out. It's true. I was walking down the street the other day, and this is actually 2 days ago. I was walking down the street, and there was this kid that was like 19, white kid with his pants like he's wearing like shorts and his in like 9 inches of boxers hanging out, which I kind of thought was a 90s thing, but apparently it's back. It's like skinny jeans with boxers hanging out, and I was like, what a punk motherfucker, blah blah. Next to him was like this incredibly hot 19-year-old girl. I was just like, but it's working. I can't diss him if it's working. If he's going home with that, I can't talk shit.
Dude, when we were teenagers and had really, like, I had hair down to here. I had like punk rock hair,
That's
right?
true.
So,
and
like,
there's probably people our age being like, I wish those kids would cut their punk rock hair.
Right?
Yeah, it's like I was painting my fingernails black in college because I thought goth
with
girls
eyeliner
were hot.
and
Oh, hell yeah!
Dude, it got you goth girl, so
I know.
Who cares,
if
right?
black nail polish equals vagina, I'm at CVS buying black nail polish, son. Shit works.
And it works
I am
really
a vagina-powered vehicle. I get to drive in the VEV lane.
That's right.
You got a girl here. You got a girl there.
Go in the back seat.
Hey, man, it's sustainable.
You're not importing them from Russia?
No. I'm trying to not be
locavore. That's what you are.
That's right.
That's awesome.
I do this for the earth.
Yeah.
So
you don't transport them over state lines?
No, hell no. Unless they're really hot. So it's like, so we got Steve. We've lost track of things.
Hey, what's up, Tobin and Yuzo? This is Steve from Oregon. I'm going to hopefully be attending this year's PAX. Going to be getting my ticket soon, but I wanted to know what you guys felt about your youngerish crowd coming, because I'm 14, my brother's coming too, and I don't know, I'm excited to go to PAX. I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are and where you guys stand on that this year. Yeah.
So PAX. So by the time you guys see this video, actually, it'll be probably almost August, right?
Yeah, about a month and a half away. Month away. You
got to get your ticket. Like, so already the 3-day pass is sold out by the time we record this,
Yeah.
and I think they're selling the single-day passes now.
If you do not have tickets to PAX, pause this video, buy that shit right now because your time is running out, because this is like the big NooBToober meetup of the entire year. This is when you get to meet everybody you've talked to in the forums, everybody you've seen in the voicemails, everybody you've seen in the comments. Like, this is the time. Come to PAX.
It's like, I think we had almost 100 people last year.
It was huge.
Crazy.
And everybody's wearing their NooBToob shirts. Like, everybody's making good friends. All the guys that met at PAX are still playing games together. Like, this is how you make lifelong friends, is coming to PAX, hanging out in a room with other people, just
like
having a good time.
six to a room.
Yeah.
Play board games all night, like some of the guys.
We take no responsibility for what happens when people are 6 to a room. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's
and
fun,
we're going to do crazy shit, right? We always beat Kickle Cubicle,
Yep.
so we'll be doing that. We got GameWorks night. We got dinner.
We'll buy everybody free pizza.
That's right. And for those of age, we will probably do some drinking.
Yep.
So for 14-year-olds, I mean, like, there's no problem with PAX.
Oh, no. We're down with people of every age. I mean, people have shown up at PAX anywhere from, like, 13 to 60.
Yeah. And with their moms.
Oh, yeah.
And which I don't understand, because I'm surprised the moms let their kids.
I was curious if the moms actually knew about NooBToob. Like, you really let your kid watch? Because we talk really filthy.
Yeah.
Like,
is that a good idea?
I wouldn't let Hanzo watch our show.
Hanzo's not going to be allowed to search any of this stuff until he's like 18.
Yeah.
Even then, like.
So, but I mean, everyone is welcome, and honestly, it's a really inclusive group. Everyone is super friendly. You come. Everyone is welcome.
Yeah, and there's going to be stuff like the Kickle play, like is all ages.
Yeah.
Obviously, drinking. Sorry, but
what are you gonna do?
You can probably have to go back to your hotel with your parents, anyways.
Yeah, there's always a bunch of sad Canadians that show up because they can drink at 18.
I know.
In Canada, they show up. They're like, "Yeah, let's get fucked up," and you're like, "You're 18." They're like, "Yeah, yeah." Guess what? This country kind of sucks for that.
And it's so hilarious because we're all at a bar, we're sitting down, and just like, can I check IDs?
Yeah,
and like he
pulls out some weird Canadian
card.
thing. Yeah.
You're just like, that's sorry. There's no age on there.
It's so sad. It's so sad to watch their hopes get crushed like that.
Hopefully other Canadians that are also of age may be able to give, we're not going to do it, but help out a fellow Canadian.
Also, I will offer up my services. If you have emo hair, I will shave it at PAX for no charge.
That's right.
Public service.
No charge.
I will shave anybody's emo hair.
Yes.
And honestly, like, we talk about the community aspects, but PAX just in general is the shit. Walk around, play games all day long for free. It's awesome.
Yeah, and see the latest games. Like, it's basically E3 that's open to public, and honestly, like, you compare the two, it's pretty similar, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, you're playing games that aren't coming out for 3 months, and you're getting your hands on the controller before anybody else.
And all the panels, which is awesome. Yeah. There's a ton of panels you can go. You
concerts
can find out
at night, free concerts.
Find out how to get into the game industry. Figure out how to be a tester. Amazingly enough, there are a large number of chicks.
Yeah, weirdly,
and there's actually like half of them are pretty hot. Mm-hmm. And like in the Game Geek hot, like seriously.
Yeah,
they're all probably taken, but whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of them are coming there with their gamer boyfriend, but the point is there's still ladies all over the place.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a good time. So next up, Lapham King.
Hey Tobin, this is Lapham King from Ohio, and I got a question. But before I get to that, I just want to say, Tobin, you okay? You had kind of a bad week last week. You know, you froze off your junk. I fed you that crow, and I just want to make sure you're all right. On to the question. You guys were talking about how you do your new Game of the Year setup and how you kind of have it put in a region. And what I was going to ask you, though, are you planning on doing an actual best of the year this year, like a top 3 across the board? Because you didn't do that last year. You guys said that your next gen were your best of the year because no Wii game was good enough to be on it. But this year we have games like Super Mario Galaxy 2, which is, in my opinion, the best of the year thus far. And we have other games coming out like Kirby and Donkey Kong Country and Metroid. And I was wondering, are you going to make an overall like top 3 or top 5 to include the PS3, 360, PC, hand?
Oh, 60-second limit, son. Keep it 1 minute. It's not our voicemail system cuts you off.
Yeah, set a timer when you're talking.
This is tricky. Every year we kind of do our list differently because we're trying to fine-tune it to make it the most entertaining for you guys.
Yeah, and I really liked last year's. Last year's we didn't do like individual consoles because there were so many like multi-platform. It just got really confusing. So we did next gen, best Wii, best portable. So we even like lumped those together. Best downloadable, which covered like everything, and we moved it to 5 instead of 3 games.
That's right.
And I think people liked it a lot better too.
I think so too. I mean, like, and I understand people wanting us to kind of rank the Wii games against the next gen games. And, you know, because there's a lot of people out there that really, really like Nintendo, and they want to be able to say, like, oh, Mario Galaxy is better than whatever this Xbox 360 game is.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, that's like Nintendo fanboy fan service.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we could just lump the Wii games into the next gen. Yeah. Finally, because, right?
We could.
That's one thought, but I don't know.
It really does kind of, it still, to me, feels like a different platform because it's like half next gen as opposed to next gen. And a lot of times these Wii games are at a disadvantage just because they're running on a machine that doesn't have the power. It's not like we put portable games up against next gen games.
Yeah, and we also even broke out PS2 by itself because like it was a last gen game, but there were still good games on it. So the thing is, like, I see that as being almost like a buying guide for a lot of people. People say like, okay, I own a Wii.
Yeah.
I want to know, and if we only did, we might not be able to cover all of them.
I agree. So I honestly, I think that the way that we did it last year is just about perfect because what we end up with is a lot of people are like, what's your game of the year? But it's not really, I mean, like, we play so many games every year. We play at least 200 games, 300 games every year.
Yeah.
What we want to give you is the best of the best. We want to come out and be like, this list of 15 or 20 games, you should own all of them because they are all the shit. Like, these are the best games out there. And having one defeats that, I think.
I kind of like, well, the thing is, like, I like because last year we used a list of here's our best game of the year because I like to be able to say Dead Space was my game of the year.
Yeah,
right.
Did we do one game of the year?
It was the best. We picked the best one. So last year's was Uncharted 2, right?
I think so.
I don't even remember what mine was. Oh, Modern Warfare. I think 2 was my best game of the year. So like I like being able to say that, but at the same time, like we can just pick one game.
Yeah.
And if it's Super Mario Galaxy 2, which
it might be. Yeah.
That instead of saying like any one of the categories is the best, let's just pick our best one out of all the lists. So then that might be a good change. Let us know what you think, actually.
Yeah. So let us know how you want us to do the game. It's still a ways off. I mean, it's only July, right? So we still have another 5 months before the end of the year.
We have a lot of games coming out, dude.
But we do like to fine tune it, and we like to kind of give it to you guys the way you want it. And dirty.
Yeah, that came out wrong.
Yeah, and 14-year-olds are welcome at PAX. I'm fucking going to jail.
Yeah, that's
so. Right. The point is,
at least it's the way they want it.
Yeah,
at least.
I'm like Burger King.
Yeah, he's not creepy.
yeah. Good idea letting your kids come and hang out here, Mom. What the fuck are we talking about? So the point is all we're saying is that every year we try and fine-tune this, and if you guys have any ideas how to make it better, like every year people have been saying, this is better, and last year our Game of the Year episode, people fucking loved it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So any feedback is always welcome.
Yep.
So next up is Cybermousey with a question.
Hey, Tobin Uzo, it's Mousy, formerly of Alabama and now in Florida, with a curious question for you guys. I've been noticing as of late, a lot of games that are getting released seem to have these multiplayer components. I mean, now we're seeing for the first time these single-player games that are turning multiplayer, like the new Lara Croft and Assassin's Creed 2, and apparently the new Castlevania game. So with all this focus now being put on multiplayer, how are you guys looking forward to, or how are you guys considering on playing these games? Do you play them now together co-op, or do you play them solo first? Just curious. I mean, I usually like to cherish some of these experiences on my own. I know when I'm going to get Castlevania, I'm going to play through that first by myself so no one ruins it, and then co-op. Your thoughts? Questions? Let us know. Mousy, out. Yo!
This is an interesting question.
So I mean, you've always been a bigger multiplayer person than me. Like I've always been a big single player.
I can't imagine the
gamer.
last multiplayer game that you got really excited about. Honestly,
I couldn't even tell you. I mean, like it's always co-op, right? Like the things that really excite me are playing through a game on co-op.
Yeah, like, and to me, like I'm a big multiplayer guy, but like now that I have like StarCraft 2 to appease my multiplayer RTS, I have Modern Warfare, and nothing has really dislodged those. Like, yeah, they're okay. Right. It's just like, I got my multiplayer fix, and now I just kind of want to play single player when I'm not playing those games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But there is stuff that comes out. I mean, like when you and I were watching the videos for Alien Swarm, I was like,
totally
shit, I want to play that with you, right? Like, I was thinking, cool, we could get 2 other NooBToobers, we're going to have a good time, we'd be like shooting the shit, drinking some beers, playing through, because it's just dumb, easy multiplayer.
It's free.
It's free, and it's co-op, which is the stuff that I like. Yep. So there's still stuff that's coming out that looks interesting to me, but it's just always hard to do the timing and everything.
Yeah, because I mean, the thing now is just, like, especially with all the time, like, I only have, like, between feedings, I have about an hour.
Right, you got little blocks of time.
I got blocks of time, so I can't expect people to, like, be there for me to play. So, like, at my point now, I'm going to be a single-player gamer.
For a while.
So I'm actually going to start looking for ways that I can play multiplayer games offline. So I'm looking for things like Joe Danger, where I see your score that you had done some other period, right?
Yeah.
I just want to be like, yeah, I'm going to beat the score.
Right.
And the industry's moving towards that, right?
Yeah.
They're actually looking, saying like, well, look at like Farmville and all the other stuff. It's just like that is being really popular because people can play multiplayer.
Yeah.
But
there's
offline.
a lot of games coming out on Move and Connect that are going to be like that. There's a lot of games where it's just like, I'll go through like, it'll be like Tobin did some workout bullshit better than you. Tobin got a better score than you on Time Crisis on this level. I mean, like, there's going to be a lot of things like that where, like you said, it's kind of offline multiplayer.
Offline social gaming.
Yeah.
And like, to me, that's going to fit within my lifestyle now that I have a kid and now it's going to be harder. But I'm still going to make time and effort, right? When Civilization 5 comes out, I'm going to find a way to play multiplayer with people. Right. StarCraft 2, I'm all over that.
Diablo 3.
Shit, you're right.
Yeah.
And when it comes out in 2013.
Yeah, I mean, when Hanzo turns 12,
he'll be able to play with me.
He can play, so it'll be me, you, and Hanzo playing some Diablo.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be it for multiplayer. I mean, I still play Modern Warfare 2 for snatches of like 30 minutes at a time, so I still enjoy it.
Yeah, and like I said, I've always been a single player gamer. It's like I'll go to these games, I'll play Singularity or something, I'll play a little bit multiplayer. I'm like,
Yeah, even with racing games, which we really be excited about, like with Split Second and all that. I played a little bit of the multiplayer.
I played some Blur. I actually played a decent amount of Blur.
But you're not going to go back to.
Oh, fuck
right?
no!
Right?
Fuck no!
Like that's the thing. It's just like multiplayer will never, grab you. Like, and then for me, like certain games will, but it's rare at this point.
You get really into the RTS and the FPS stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like there's nothing that'll grab me for a long period of time that's multiplayer, but I will sit there and I will play through like 20 hours of single player just because I love it.
You're hardcore, dude.
I love it.
Yeah, Dragon Quest IX is going to be like 250 hours on your trip, right?
I am, as we speak right now, I'm probably in a plane playing Dragon Quest IX.
Slimes, man.
Killing slimes.
Killing slimes.
Thank you, CyberMousey, for the questions. Next up is Audiophile.
Hey guys, Audiophile from the forums. Yeah, it's been a while. I know, I'm still watching. Just wanted to give a bit of a rage fuel story. Back holiday season, we were selling, the company I work for, we were selling Rock Band 2, Beatles Rock Band and all that. We had a good number of copies left up until about a week or so ago where I see a coworker of mine was told to pretty much destroy them. About $2,000 worth of CDs they just had to destroy because corporate said so. Apparently corporate gets some kind of like credit back for it. But yeah, pretty much $2,000 worth of perfectly good, unopened CDs, mind you, or games, just destroyed. Yay, corporate. Yeah. Congrats, Yuzo.
This is actually a really common thing in the industry.
But I only knew that it was common in the book industry.
Yeah, you're right. Because like in the books, I remember hearing what they actually have to do is rip off the front cover, which is why you always find homeless people selling books without the front cover.
Because and a lot of times if you look on the inside, it's like this book cannot be sold out the cover.
Yes.
Because what they're supposed to do is they rip off the covers. They have this huge stack of covers. They send it back for credit from the publisher. The bookstore says like, we couldn't sell your bullshit book. It sucks.
Yeah.
but they don't want to pay the shipping to send all the books back. So you're supposed to shred the books.
Yeah, and it doesn't always happen, right?
No.
So people actually
A lot
find
of times bookstores will sell them used.
And if you think about it, it makes sense, because if you look at the cost of goods, right? If you actually look at a book, it's like pennies.
Yeah.
If you look at the video game, the disc and all that, probably $1 or something like that. But if it gets out in the wild, that means that Harmonix is not going to get $60 for their game. So they have to do something with it.
But I was just astonished that this would happen, because it just seems like it'd be so much better for them to do things like put stacks of these on eBay. I mean, like, it just seems like you get money, but it just doesn't scale, right? Yeah, exactly. That they don't have the time. I mean, like, things that work on the scale of Walmart or GameStop,
you can't do it.
You can't do it.
And the thing is, it's funny, is like, actually, I'm not surprised, because if you think about the music game industry, they must have made gazillion copies of Beatles Rock Band.
They looked at the chart and it was like, this is what our sales figures look like.
And like, Beatles, like, of course, we're going to sell 8 million copies. And when they sold 800,000, guess what?
Yeah.
Right?
It's E.T. all over again.
Dude, can you imagine?
They're taking it out and they're fucking bulldozing huge piles of
Green
Beatles
Day
Rock
Band. Of Van Halen, Guitar Hero. I bet you there are landfills. There's going to be we're starting it now. Urban Legend.
Urban Legend. Yeah, that's right.
Van Halen Guitar
Hero.
Have
you heard the ghost of Eddie Van Halen haunts this dump because there's 70 billion copies of his shit game in here.
Yep. What are you gonna do?
But yeah, I honestly thank you for telling us about that, because I didn't realize they did that in the gaming industry as well. I mean, it makes sense when you tell us that, but
I would just be like, can I be in charge of burning them?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go eBay the shit out of that pile. It's like, even if you make $20 each, it's still money. In fact, as an employee, I'm surprised that his buddy didn't just kind of be like, yeah, they're all destroyed.
Well, I'm pretty sure the manager has to probably make sure. But
I need a cooler manager. He's like, yeah, I'm destroying them in the trunk of my car. Ha ha.
A cooler manager that'll take a kickback.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then last call is the Johnsta.
Yeah.
Hey, NooBTooB, it's Johnsta, and I have a question for you guys. In your last episode, in your review of Red Dead Redemption, you compared it to GTA 4, and you just, like, were pretty critical about it, like the combat system and such. Well, what I was wondering is why you would be so critical if both of you guys gave it a thumbs up and a buy. I've noticed this in other episodes, too. You've talked about how it's, like, too realistic, or how it just isn't silly enough, but I was wondering if you forgot what you gave the game. I mean, it was, I think, 100 episodes ago, actually, to be exact. Or if you just had a change of opinion after playing it for a long period of time and you realized that certain aspects were holding it back. Anyway, I hate to be the guy that just points out, like, things that you've done wrong, if you even did anything wrong. But whatever. Alright, yow.
It's so amazing the expectations like people have of, because the thing is, like if you have an opinion about something and then you see other experiences that might affect the opinion, you can't actually change it.
Right. Because our opinions are on video forever. Right?
I know, yeah.
Like, 3.5 years ago, we'll be like, Brutal Legend. If you guys don't think it's going to be the best game ever made, you're a fucking idiot. And then you guys can go back and watch that. We're going to be saying that on YouTube for all of eternity. Yeah. And the thing is in reality, what happens is we'll play GTA 4 and then we'll play another 100 games.
Yeah.
And then, in our mind, what happens is you start to remember, like, which moments in games were memorable, which games you actually played through till you finished, and which games you're like, yeah, this is pretty good, you guys should buy it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, but I don't want to play anymore. I never went back to finish it. And then you start to think about it less fondly because you're like, well, wait, Saints Row 2 did this better, Infamous did this better, this did this better, and then suddenly it starts to get lesser in your memory.
Yeah, and I think at the end of the year, didn't we call GTA 4 a disappointment?
Probably.
I recall. Like, who knows, right? At some point, you can actually go back and check. But like the thing is, like, it's interesting how memory plays tricks too. It's just like, we go back and we like, all I remember is how annoying it was to call somebody for a date just so I can contact them. That's all I remember about the game.
Or being forced to play darts or being forced to go drinking.
But if you think about then I think about, like, actually when I did the review and all this stuff, it's just like, wow, the technology behind the game was freaking impressive.
Right.
The voice acting was amazing, right? It's just like the storytelling in this game was great.
Yeah, so I mean, we mentioned all those things in our review. We went through and we said this is a very well made game. Like, the soundtrack is good, the world is built well, it's very large, there's a lot of stuff to do, and there was things that bugged us about it, but we still said you guys should go buy it.
Because at the time, at that period of time, it's like, why not? It's like it is an epic game.
Yes,
and none of the faults really made it so you shouldn't play it.
Right, but what happens now is that in our mental repertoire, there is 100 sandbox games.
Yeah,
and we
like
start to mentally rank them.
Like, dude, I even like Red Faction. I could even put Red Faction Guerrilla over
exactly.
it, right?
So in your brain, you're like, oh, wait, Saints Row 2, Infamous, Red Faction Guerrilla, Crackdown. So you start to, and all these things, you start to kind of rank them, and what happens is the games that even if you thought they were good, they get bumped down.
Yeah.
And then eventually you start talking shit. Because that's what we do. We drink a bunch of wine and we start talking shit. So then finally, once it's far enough down in our mental queue, people are like, GTA 4, I'm like, well, in my brain, that's like number 27 in the sandbox
at this
games.
point,
Fuck
it's just
that
like,
shit.
But then you think about like Yakuza 2, it's just like, hell yeah! And that was a long time ago, but all you remember is the good stuff.
Exactly.
Right?
So, I mean, life is about experiences, and our opinions are going to change over time. Yeah. As opposed to last week when I admitted that I was just flat out wrong about
and that's
Resistance.
Snake complaint on the line. Well, no, but the thing is, like, I think Resistance's fault was that it wasn't memorable.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
Right? So I think that's a fault of it.
Yeah.
Like, at the time you played it, it was a pretty good game. I remember playing it was a good game, but I don't remember.
I looked at our review and we're like, this game's great. And I went back and I re-rented it. I'm like, this game's fine. That's
okay.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's a rental.
It is totally forgettable. Like, it was just it's whatever.
Yeah, and
it's 2% milk, son. It's just 2% milk.
And the thing is that's going to be the fact of life with NooBTooB. And also recall that when we review games, we typically, like in a week, we'll review 3 to 5 games sometimes. We'll spend maybe most like 6 to 8 hours on each one if we're lucky.
Yeah.
We will then go and play more of the game.
Right.
And then our opinions will change.
Exactly.
So sometimes we should probably revisit, right?
Yeah.
Which we do sometimes.
Sometimes
like BioShock we did.
Exactly. And then there's some games that are so good that I'll beat them before we fucking review it. And there's games like Mario Galaxy 2 where you and I talked about it, we reviewed it, and then the next week we're both like, yeah, we both beat it.
Yeah,
right?
and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was fantastic. So, I mean, you get a snapshot of our opinions in the middle of the gameplay process, and when we talk shit later on, that's because our mentality has evolved.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't think that's necessarily bad or good. It's just how it is.
That's what it is. We're two dudes talking about games in my kitchen.
And drinking.
Drinking.
Take it all with a grain of salt.
Thanks for watching, kids. That's our show for the week. On that note, check out our website at NooBTooB.com and participate in the forums by clicking the community tab right here at the top of the front page.
Yeah, and if you're watching a video on YouTube, which probably most of you are, the subscription button is right there, and be sure to click on the like button right down there. I know some of you guys missed. You were like, I want to like, and you guys ended up getting his thigh.
Yeah, no, don't. The thumbs down button means I am a bad person.
I know, and he cries every time. Like I have to console him. I'm like, dude, it's okay. It's only 8 people out of 100.
I woke you up last night like 4 in the morning. I'm like, dude, another person clicked the thumbs down button on episode 194, and you're like, dude, it's okay. It's okay.
It's all right.
Go to your power animal.
go to Yoko. Yoko will take care of you.
I'm just like laying in the corner crying, holding Yoko. I'm like, why don't they love us, Yoko?
So don't make him cry. Hit like.
That's right.
I am Yuzo Watanabe.
Thumbs up. And I'm Tobin Kazai. Audio engineering for NooBTooB is done by Range Riptide Strunk. Thanks for listening. We'll see you all next week. We're out.
See ya.